Keep it up, keep it up. All the way behind it.
Greetings, this is ISAT Buchanan. Blessings to the Godfather on the Keep It Real Sunday show. One love from the Buchanan family.
Yeah, man, I tell you for a fact, it's all good here on the big one. We have a couple moments to go before we bring in our special guest this afternoon. Of course, the lawyer for VYbz Kartel. We have many VYbz Kartel supporters around the country right now. And of course, we've been keeping track of many things around what's been happening in these circumstances. But we have the real deal, the real man himself. We'll be talking to him in a short while. But his music's the main objects of his interview, really. I'm shouting out to Jeje. Good afternoon to you, my girl. Enough respect every single time. We're going to play a song that he's a lover's man. Ladies, he's a lover's man. And if you've had time to watch him on YouTube, and especially in court, and the way he came over, and he came across professionally. Gotta say thumbs up to that, manners and respect every single time. So I'm talking to a lawyer in a short while. It's gonna be a toughie for me, and it's a pleasure to have the son of the man himself, Mr. Big Youth, who we've seen a couple of times in our own backyard from time, but we didn't know the levels that his son was on or the levels that his father was on. So we're gonna be talking to him in a short while. But in the meantime, between time, you want to hear another song from him right now, which I'm going to do that right now. Because we're going to play some of his love songs throughout the duration of the show. And yes, the other side of the man that we don't know, but you'll get to know a little bit more about him a little later on this platform here right now. GhanaRadio.org.uk to the world. All right, we're going to play one song from the man, Mr. Buchanan. This one, of course, his son, ISAT. Yeah, man, that one your pound, that one your sound. Wicked, listen up. Yeah.
Let me rock you, baby. If you wanna be my lady, satisfy you daily, set you free. I know that you've been hurt before, now you wanna blame it all on me. I heard about your past relationship and the damage you did. It's really got you down in me. It's hard to find the words sometimes to express to you how I feel. I'm at that point in my life where I know what we got is real. Baby, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need the support. Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. Tell me just how I should feel, knowing that you share my world. You share my world. The little things you do for me makes me feel I don't deserve. I never set out to destroy the woman who carries my dreams.
Greetings, this is ISAT Buchanan. Blessings to the Godfather on the Keep It Real Sunday show. One love from the Buchanan family.
Let me rock you, baby. Set you free. I know that you've been hurt before, now you wanna blame it all on me. I heard about your past relationship and the damage you did. It's really got you down in me. It's hard to find the words sometimes to express to you how I feel. But I'm at that point in my life where I know what we got is real. Baby, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need the support.
tell ya.
Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. Hush now, baby, here's my shoulder. You don't have to cry no more. Hush now, I give you everything. I show you what I got in store. Hush now, say baby, here's my shoulder.
Hush.
You don't have to cry
I'll show you what I got in store.
no more.
Stand by. We're going to play his latest song right now before we bring him in on this wonderful sunny afternoon where I am right now. The sun I bust out, you know.
On me when you need support. Tell me that you need me. Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. I wanna be without you, baby. Don't wanna be without you, baby. I wanna be without you, baby. Don't wanna be.
As he waits patiently for the Godfather to come in, bring him in.
I'll be your love
We're going to play the featuring track of his new song.
when you need me.
Ladies, you're going to love this one.
Because I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Greetings, this is ISAT Buchanan. Blessings to the Godfather on the Keep It Real Sunday show. One love from the Buchanan family.
ISAT
Take
Buchanan.
some time to understand. Yeah. Just what it takes to be a man.
Stand by for him. Coming up.
Now it seems each day you learn something to make a better way. Like growing up ain't just a phase, it's reality. And sometimes it's hard to face the world with your head screwed on. But in time you will see it comes naturally, like the hurt and the pain. It's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be.
Here's a man that always used the word contents matters every time.
You know I've heard them say life much better you live it your own way. But if you need a helping hand, just call on me, I will be your friend. And when it gets hard to face the world with your head screwed on, just tell yourself you can. And that's when you'll understand that the hurt and the pain, it's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry. That's right.
But all right.
It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it.
Well, we're going to bring him in right now. ScannerRadio.org.uk this sunny afternoon. What a weather outside we're having. Of course, I hope the weather's nice down in London. Let's go down to London and see where he is right now. ScannerRadio.org.uk. Godfather talks to VYbz, Kartel's lawyer, the lawyer of the week. I tell you for a fact, it could be your lawyer at some point. Take a listen to this here right now. Godfather here live. Let's give him a hook up and see what go on the other side. All right, we got a live call here right now.
Hello, good day.
Greetings, brother. Greetings.
Loud and clear.
Okay, let me turn you up, because everybody want to hear you right now, so. Yes, sir. Gonna say welcome to scanonradio.org.uk. And of course, it's a pleasure to have an icon in the industry from the lawyer's side on the platform here on the Keep It Real Reggae show. Before I start, what's the weather like in London?
Well, it's cold right now by my standard, and it's raining. It's always raining, so that's what's happening now.
Okay, all right. Of course, the weather's bound to get better soon. It's a couple more days before spring start, but so them say. But like I said before, it's nice to have you on the platform. And you was introduced to me by JJ, who you know quite well. How did you and JJ link up in the first place?
You know, I met JJ through my agent, and we had good conversations, and we have similar backgrounds in terms of the law, so we click from there.
Okay. And in terms of the link that you had, how long have you been in that profession before you came out big time?
6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
A lot,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of.
Young, yeah. By standards, they would say I'm a young attorney.
Well, I would say that. How do you feel about the fact that you were in court this week representing somebody who's very big in the music industry, and your case that you put forward? What was the reason for your presence in London this week?
The reason for my presence, well, as you know, VYbz Kartel had his appeal. I am his attorney. Myself and about 16 other attorneys um, represent all four men who are accused in that particular case.
Mm-hmm.
It was an excellent experience. Not many would understand, but when you're a fan of your client, there's a lot more passion that comes behind it in terms of, you want the best outcome for him. And I can tell you, I put my best foot forward, and we are just waiting. In terms of confidence, I can say that I'm telling you and anybody who interviews me, then when you interview Cartel, you tell him I will sue him if he doesn't take me on tour with him. That's a threat.
Well, let me tell you something. I was watching you on stream on Wednesday, and a tremendous performance from yourself. I could tell that you was a bit nervous, but once you got going and you got your words in the right place at the right time, and also the judge did the panel did kind of favor you still. Like a couple of jokes run in the meantime in terms of the time that you had, but a great performance by yourself, brother.
Right, thank you. I must respond to that. I wasn't nervous at all. I can tell you this, speaking the English language, especially when you're passionate about something, I was very careful with my words because I didn't want to say, no need for leg of the man. So I had to maintain my composure and remember, the forum that I was in, and that's basically it. But I'm grateful because I know the presence of God was with me, and it transmitted to everybody across the world who was watching. So
Well,
I appreciate that.
I tell you what. Let me rephrase that sentence I made. It was me that was nervous because I wanted to see the best. Yeah, it was me that was nervous because I wanted to get the best. I wanted to see the best come out of you. And as a brother with dreadlocks as well, yeah, you standing in front of the panel and the people behind you. You couldn't see the people behind you, but the way that the people was behind you looking at you, they were looking at you from behind, and the long hair that you had and the dreadlocks that you carried. They must have been wondering to themselves, how on earth did this brother get into this courtroom with his hair like that?
Mm-hmm.
Because we know how those things roll when things like that, when people don't expect to see somebody representing somebody, wherever the situation may be, with hair that long in a courtroom. Because it used to be the other way around.
Yes, I actually received calls and emails all across the world. Even historians informing me that I would have been the first Rastaman to appear before the Privy Council, and they pointed me to a dreadlock wearing King's Counsel in the UK that has appeared before the Court of Appeal. So it's a bit of a technicality, but they did stress the length of my locks and the significance of it.
Yeah.
And so it's soaking in.
Is the fact that people of our type and your type in cultural has kind of risen from the days of doubting how we can perform in a position of authority. Your case was based on human rights. Am I right to say that?
Yes, I am a human rights attorney, and when I took this case, certainly in Jamaica, human rights is a laughable concept. But the Constitution, especially the Jamaican Charter of Rights, it's so powerful. It's one of the most powerful documents in the entire world when it comes to giving effect to the rights of the citizen. There's a thought that it was created that way by mistake because no government or no political representatives would ever imagine the effect of the charter. And so when I was telling people that, Kartel and his co-accused, their constitutional rights were violated, People said that I was just speaking nonsense, but people eyes are open now because the media is a powerful thing as well, and
That's
they'll
correct.
they'll
That's
put
right.
information out into the space and have people hate you, and victimize you, and you lose your opportunities for many things. So
Right.
I'm just happy that it was televised, because they say they usually say the revolution will not be televised, but the
It has.
beginning
It has.
certainly the beginning certainly is evident, and
It
I'm
is.
just happy about that.
At the start of the conversation before you came on and spoke, there was a lot of languages that many people don't understand when they were talking. Especially from the other side, they were talking a lot of things. I'm saying to myself, what's it's like playing table tennis but not knowing who was scoring until
Right, right.
after a while they broke it down and you came on, and then I got the message. And even though a lot of us didn't understand the situation regarding VYbz Kartel's case and the fact that missing evidence and house being burnt down and all these things, it was like, wow, how can there be a fair trial if it's a second trial? It's not for me to judge whether or not it's going to be a second trial or not, but obviously they had their 2 days in court. You had your 2 days in court, and now how long are we going to
Yes.
wait now before they get a final decision?
So the Privy Council is very efficient. That's one of the things I love about the Privy Council being our final court, is they don't delay. They have respect for and appreciate that a day in prison is like 1,000 years. So
Right.
they move as fast as they can.
Right.
I would say they never usually take longer than 3 months when somebody is incarcerated.
Right.
But we must appreciate that this application was an expedited application, and they are concerned about his health as it is right now, and so we expect certainly that the decision will come sooner than later.
Right. There's one question I want to ask you though. I
Sure.
always assume that what happens in any country stays in that country. How comes England was involved in that, and how comes you got people to be on your side to represent VYbz Kartel on your behalf?
So the English attorney, the final court of appeal. When you notice when you go to the Privy Council building, it has the UK Court of Appeal, this UK Supreme Court, as well as the Privy Council. The Privy Council is the final court of appeal for the Commonwealth jurisdictions.
Okay.
So the Commonwealth is a very large, and many countries. Trinidad is one, Jamaica is one, and many other Caribbean and some Africans in Indian states. Anywhere that the Queen and the King
Commonwealth.
has their
Yes, I get you
the
there.
Commonwealth.
Yes.
And so judicially, that's how it is our final court. Mr. Palmer, Mr. Campbell, Jones, and St. John, they picked UK attorneys to work with us as well.
Okay. So
And so the work is collective. Hugh Southey is highly respected. He's a highly respected attorney, along with all the senior attorneys, and certainly his advocacy. We trusted, and he really brought home the points.
Okay. Now we get to understand a bit more about the Commonwealth and what role the Commonwealth does play on behalf of the people or the countries that are part of the Commonwealth in this country. They are supported by, of course, the family, of course, the Queen or whatever, in terms of the Commonwealth and the leadership that they carry to represent the other islands that are part of the Commonwealth. Am I right to say that?
That's correct, 100%.
Well, all right. So anyway, let's move on from that, because obviously the name Buchanan is a very big name in this part of my neck of the woods. We have Buchanan families here, there, everywhere. I don't know how far the branch in your family grows from, but I know for a fact from your dad, of course, the man himself, Big Youth.
Yes.
Your father.
I am the son of Big Youth.
And it's a great honor to have you on board. And I said to myself, tell you the truth, though, I was kind of I wouldn't say nervous, I was kind of concerned about the fact that we didn't get it together until very late. But I know that you were busy. I was busy too. JJ was busy too. We all had things doing. But it came together where we're having this conversation right now this afternoon. and the whole of the people around the world who are in tune this afternoon, because the platform here on Sunday, 1 o'clock, is a platform where we talk to many different people from around the world. And you would have gathered that from the information I sent yesterday of the type of people.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think?
I almost got nervous. I was like, oh, I should probably text you back and say I can't come on the show because you have a very large audience. But I must say I'm grateful to be speaking to you and your listeners across the world.
Yeah, man, respect to that. Your father, how did you, was you around when your dad was singing those songs and toasting and all these things? And obviously, I don't know if it was around at the time when he was around when he had a sound system called Tippertone Hi-Fi in Jamaica. Tell us a bit about your background.
Yeah, so I can tell you this. I'm his first son, allegedly.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'll hold that banner for now, even though I know otherwise.
Why not?
But growing up with him, he was daddy. So it is not until I was much older that I realized the father that I had, because he was daddy. I remember they had something called Reggae Sunsplash, and I was there, but I was too young to know why I was there, so I was crying to go home. But when I got older and realized the great man that is my father, I said, wow. Some things we take lightly, because I thought he just used to make noise.
Right.
until I got introduced to his music, and he has music that I love. I sampled one of his songs, Actions Speak Louder Than Words, and I managed to trick him to come to the studio, and he's on the song. That's cool. And I also have Kartel on that very same song, but I'm awaiting on him to be here in the world. Then I'll release it. But my dad's music is phenomenal. And again, he was the first Rasta man, a first artist to present himself on stage with dreadlocks at a time when they don't like Rasta. So when you said to me a while ago that I was standing in the courtroom and the faces, I watched the videos and like, what is he doing there? It's significant to know that you have to be fearless, and my father is that. I've had the opportunity to go on tour with him, not in the capacity as an artist. Mm-hmm. I'm being told that he's going to take me this year, so looking forward to that. But I've seen it, and I've seen the love and the adoration and admiration for him, and I appreciate him, and I thank God more than anything that he was able to, even witness. He said to me, and I know I'm talking a lot, but he said to me yesterday. He said to me yesterday that when Lord Reed said Mr. Buchanan. He was a fan, because he knew that I really, really reached my zenith in terms of advocacy.
Right.
And reminded me that is what it is to be on the world stage. And I think I auditioned well, so he'll take me on tour with him now. So I'm looking forward to that. But so that's his big youth.
Yeah.
I have a very great dad, and when it comes to the music, I'm happy that I'm under no pressure to try.
Right.
To
put this way, dad has also got a great son as well. Representing somebody that everybody likes in terms of music, whether they like it or not. You represented somebody in the courts in England and presented yourself in a way that many people would struggle to do so. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact after this interview, a lot of people will go to the YouTube and type in your name and find all the different conversations and the different things. So much stuff I found on that information on that YouTube is like, wow, I can't listen to all of this. But at some point, when I'm driving or wherever, I want to play them and listen to you and get to know a bit more about your personality. In England, do you have any knowledge of any family members in this part of England?
I tell you, I met 7 persons at the Privy Council hearing. They showed up. They said, listen, we are family. If your name is Buchanan, I accept you, because I know if your name is Buchanan, you're beautiful and you have positive energy. I don't need the lineage beyond that. I know my family when I see them, and I accept it.
Well, you've got a big family here in Wolverhampton, and if I mentioned some names, you probably wouldn't remember. But we have
Yes.
a lady who passed away. She was a passionate lady of a Buchanan family, Narissa Buchanan. I don't know if that rings a bell. We have another family called Carl Buchanan, another member, and many more others. And I'm also linked to the family as well by family tree as well. So you never
Wow,
know.
wow.
Yeah, you never know. That's why I was kind of passionate to have you up on the station, because we are family by tree, and I've got an uncle who's family members of 90. I don't know if you remember the name 90. Ever heard that name, 90 Buchanan?
90, I think so.
Yeah, a big family who has a farm in somewhere nearby Hanover side.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
but I'll let you know more about that. We could always talk another time about that, and I get more details and find out family tree in a proper way.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Greetings, this is ISAT Buchanan. Blessings to the Godfather on the Keep It Real Sunday show.
You can sing songs. You love songs. And
Yes,
yeah.
I have music, and I'm very passionate about music. And as I said, people always laugh at me when I say this, but I have another brother, Zambo Buchanan. He's my younger brother by 2 years.
Okay.
He's very talented, and so, I do the music, and I'm happy that I'm not pressured to be like Big Youth or be like him. So I have no problem being the Tito Jackson while he's the Michael, and all of this. But
Of
the
course.
ability to express yourself through music,
Yes.
it's so captivating when you get the words and you express yourself. It's an outlet for pain. It's an outlet to communicate to the world that this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's certainly what I use. That's certainly what I use it for. I share my thoughts. I share my feelings, and it connects. And there's somebody, 8 billion people in the world. I guarantee you, there's at least 1 million of them that feel exactly like you do at any given time.
Well, let me cut you there. You know, when it comes after a heavy week at work, whatever, and you just need to relax and chill out,
Yes.
I use this platform to do that, and to use my energy to talk to people like yourselves, And I'm saying to myself, I said to JZ that I don't think we're going to able to do the interview today because he's probably exhausted, etc. But I said to myself, probably Sunday will be the day when he can actually just be himself, be somebody away from the courtroom. And here you are talking to me and the audience out there right now on this particular wonderful day. I know it's cold in London. I know what London's like sometimes, but when it's hot, it's hot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But there's nothing sweeter than home. In terms of your performances, have you ever performed any part of the Caribbean, Jamaica, or any part of the world?
No, man. I have performed in Jamaica. Before that, I haven't gone anywhere else in the world
yet
to perform.
Well, I'm sure that
the beautiful thing is my music has gone other places.
Yes,
in the world.
of course. I've seen the numbers climb on different platforms on the YouTube.
Yes.
But like I said before, your father will be taking you under his wings, and obviously the proudest moment to have father and son on the same stage at some time to come.
It's gonna happen this year.
Okay.
Yes.
But you don't know where yet.
As early as April. So I'm putting it out there so when he hears this, he'll be bound to do it.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to play some songs right now. The one that you've done lately, your latest one. Tell us about your latest one, All in Life.
Yes, this song is All in Life. This song was written in response. I can tell you, being a lawyer for VYbz Kartel, it comes with a lot of pressure. It comes with a lot of state actors who dislike you. There was, I quoted his song, and there was a lot of public outcry, the excuse to attempt to disbar me and remove me so that I wouldn't represent him in February. And just that, rather than being an angry black man and fight the process, I just simply put pen to paper and I release a song and a video in response to all of the public outrage and the punishment. I paid 500,000 Jamaican dollars for quoting VYbz Kartel. Just letting you know that. I was suspended for 2 years. And this is the song that responds that no matter how people try to break you down, remove you, destroy you, you're to keep your head up and press on. Because as long as you have life and you recognize that it's all in life, keep on moving until you get it right. That's what this song is about. I learned something every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let the audience hear a bit of this here right now. All in life.
Yeah. Just what it takes to be a man. Yeah. Now it seems each day you learn something to make a better way. Like growing up ain't just a phase, it's reality. And sometimes it's hard to face the world with your head screwed on. But in time you will see it comes naturally, like the hurt and the pain. It's a part of the game. It's all a part of life. To laugh and to cry. That's right. It's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right.
They say in life, the more you learn, the more experience you have in life. You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, the more you learn in life, the more you understand life. I think I said it the other way around.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, my dad said experience teaches wisdom, and that's how you learn to survive. If you learn by your mistakes, then good times you'll never forget.
Right.
And I can tell you, experience has been the biggest teacher for me.
You know, as we know that many of the youths them nowadays are going through a different climate of behavior. You know, and you know, some youths them they feel that they fear the system. They don't fear the system. But that would be the wrong approach to take in terms of how things are today, because the system itself is designed in a way to make you progress, but not to break you down, but to progress. But some of the youths them don't seem to understand that process. In your profession, you would have come across many people, many youths who would love to have your help and support.
You know, I come across them and I help them. I tried to be the voice for the voiceless, but I can say this: I can speak for the Jamaican space. I don't know everywhere else in the world, but in Jamaica, the system itself is designed to count you out. We all learn and we all communicate differently. And if you're in a space where they expect you to fail, and if you do fail, there's nothing in place to give you a second opportunity.
Right.
You will never become the best version of yourself.
Well, I'll put it this way.
So
the reason
I try to help.
Right. The reason I asked that question, because in one of the clips I saw something where they said that there's a man who was sent to prison and wasn't sentenced yet.
50 years.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah. He didn't get a chance. He died in prison as well.
No, there was another one who died, and then it was brought to my attention that there was another one.
Yeah, he was 40. He was 40 something.
No, he was actually 70.
Wow.
He spent 50 years in prison, and I met him, and I told him, the next time you see me, you'll be a free man. It was very hurtful. 50 years in prison, and he never got his day in court. And in 7 days, he was free.
Wow. And all because of human rights.
Yes, I use the very constitution that I spoke about on Wednesday.
Wow.
And he was free, and they were not very happy about that.
That you use their own system against them to They were hoping that people wouldn't be that bright in our community to be able to use the same tools that they provided against us to get us free.
That's correct, and there is no a drive or they're now in the process of changing that constitution.
Wow.
And we'll see what happens, because the rights, as I said earlier, is just way too powerful.
When you say changing the rights, change it for the better of the person that needs that help.
Well, in my view, and I've spoken out against the change and amendments to the Constitution without letting us know if they're going to touch the Charter. But naturally, when you're changing, if something isn't broke, you never should try to fix it.
That's right.
The fact that you're changing it at a time when you want to call states of emergencies and you want to abuse young black men and women and ghetto people, it says a lot. So people's eyes needs to be open, and we need to have more advocacy to speak out to protect the least among us. That's my passion, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you think that the people them right now would see as a threat to the system, that there's a man out there that can tackle and come forward and represent people?
You know, the good thing about it is I taught at the university for 7 years.
Okay.
I taught law, criminal law, for 7 years, and the same young people who are there, they're out there now in numbers, 270 of them every year for 7 years, and they too have the same passion. So, like I said, the revolution will not be televised, but these bright young men and women, they know what it is to have an opportunity to use their voices to speak for the voiceless. So
Right.
I'm just one,
Yes.
but there are many more
There are
who,
many
who
more.
would have experience. Yes.
But your televised program and your televised on the internet will make a big difference to those other 250 people, as in terms of a profile. Here's an extraction from such and such and such in reference.
Yes.
Yes.
Their eyes are open and they are ready. I've had the messages, and I know what to expect when I return to Jamaica. I know it will be a positive thing.
Right. Okay. Now you talk about father and son, and you did a song called "That's Cool." You know that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to touch it and let people hear it right now. Scalaradio.org.uk, of course. ISAT Buchanan, alongside his father, Big U. Take a listen to this.
Actions speak louder than words. I tell you about your actions. Actions speak louder than words.
That was the song you mentioned earlier in the conversation. Actions speak louder than words, but it's not titled "Actions Speak Louder Than Words." It's called "That's Cool."
That's correct.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Your daddy, Big Youth. I tell you, you've in terms of your offsprings and your any other brothers and sisters beside your younger brother?
Yeah. Oh man. You mean for my father or my mother? Where do we start?
Well,
my father, I'm still counting those.
Okay.
But a lot. I grew up with 7 siblings that I in the same household.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a lot of brothers and sisters.
Okay. So after any other girls singing in the footsteps of father?
You know, I have a sister, Tanasha. She used to do it, but then she went into academics, and she's now completing her doctorate. So
okay,
she has since abandoned that. We have all gone into different areas in terms of education and profession.
Okay.
But the music has never left us, and she's seeing me doing this music now along with my brother, and she's always saying that she's gonna go back to it. I hope she comes back to it because she has a beautiful voice and beautiful black woman.
Okay. The sounds of That Is Cool from father and son. This one here.
One girl I went me right, cause when the feds gave me 10 to lie, found out that this girl was my ride or die. I know they say that you're no good for me, but I'm still digging on your energy, and that's
you did a track thing called Unbreakable. What's the story behind that particular track?
That song is my first solo single, because I did a song called Dance the Night Away with Zambo years ago. But Unbreakable, I wrote that song. I was in the studio with the same producer that has done All in Life for me, and I was playing around the guitar, and he recorded me playing the guitar, and then he made the beat around it, and I did some other stuff. And 50 Cent had a song, 21 Questions,
Okay.
and just everything. And the song was actually just, it wasn't written on paper. It was almost a freestyle, and then I used whatever was recorded, and that's what it was. But it was dedicated to women who have been hurt before, and let me tell you, hurt people. It's a struggle to tell people who feel unloved that you love them, and that's a song that I wrote, basically to say, listen, if it's strong enough, our love has to be unbreakable, because the forces will tear you apart, especially if you've been hurt before.
Yeah, and there's no human rights for love affairs, is there? Really, is there?
No, in fact, they call it domestic violence, and they try to stay out of it.
Yeah, you just imagine how much royalty you could pick up for that if you was to get involved in that.
Can I tell you?
I tell you, what a song! It's a good song. I tell you, your first song was a good song. I was told by Jeja that you were referenced by one of my interviewers about me interviewing you. Did he tell you about the interview that I had with him? Drake, that's DJ Drake.
Drake,
yeah.
J-A. Yeah. He did. He told me, and he told me that you're very thorough and you do your research, so I should bring my A game. Okay,
and you've brought your AK over quite well as well, very, very well. Like I said, in terms of all the entourage I sent you last night to see how many different people I've interviewed and all sorts, and Arabelle Tibbett's daughter as well in the background there, and our famous Lloyd Coxon from this side, one of the number one sounds back in them days in 1969. As you, I don't know if you took time to listen to some of it, but you would have heard me talk about various things with him, but. Yeah, many things have been happening for us, and the station itself, Skyline Radio, has been around for 35 years.
Yeah, man, it's just a pleasure to even be able to be on this platform, because it has so much significance to pushing the music and bringing awareness to certainly even an opportunity as a young artist like myself.
Yes.
And the content is so rich, so I'm happy for the opportunity. I keep stressing that, because I'm really humbled to be given such an opportunity.
Right. So you're here for another couple more days before you go back to your wonderful sunshine, and most of us are jealous of that right now. But you're here for a couple more days. In terms of your hobbies, etc., let me ask you a couple of questions about. I'm just going to throw them at you like a dartboard.
No problem.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is actually basketball.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way is that now or before? Because the way that you
it has always
been. Because the way the way that you're built, you're like a brick wall. So it's like
I know. I play the football. That's the American football. It would be our version of rugby.
Oh, but, right. Okay. So what's in American football? What's your position?
No, left back.
Left back.
So yeah.
Right. Now I used to play. I used to play off linesman and linesman in front of the.
Right. So it would be tight end, but I call it left back because I know they can appreciate it from soccer.
So you can run fast then.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You can't steal my wallet.
What's your favorite food in the week?
Oh boy, listen, people's gonna say, what, Rastaman? But let me tell you something. KFC, Jamaican KFC, let me say it that way.
Okay.
I will eat that for breakfast, lunch, dinner, barbecue chicken. And yes, even though I'm a Rastaman, I do eat chicken.
All right, so when you don't get time to eat KFC, what kind of food do you prepare for yourself if you're having a special occasion? Because I'm sure you're not going to take your partner to the KFC for a meal. So what would it be?
Oh, so all right. Now you're talking about lobster, anything from shrimp, seafood.
Seafood.
Outside of that.
Okay.
Yeah. And I must confess something. My dad is the chef.
Eh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, let me ask you a question. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Okay. Yeah, I think most men are blue because mine's blue as well. Yeah, man.
Right.
If you had the chance to have a car of your choice, what car would you have?
If I had a car of my choice, it would be a Mercedes GLE coupe.
Okay. 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 Growing up as a youngster, listening to artists besides your father, who was one of your main advocates in terms of who was your favorite at the time?
Um, so right now, at the time when I was growing up, I can tell you this: I really, really loved Sade. I love Beres Hammond, Bob Marley.
Okay.
But when you say you love Bob Marley, everybody loves Bob
Everybody
Marley.
loves
So
Bob, yeah.
to brighten your horizon, there are other people. But I can tell you, the European and American music has been I'm heavily influenced. Anita Baker, Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, in and strangely enough, Amy Winehouse has been very, very, very. I really love her. And her soul
It's,
resting
it's the
peace.
same. It's the same. It's a shame that she went the way she went, and she had a wonderful voice.
Yeah, I just wish that somebody was able to protect her because we lost the opportunity to have great music. I know, like, she was sent from God.
Yeah, it's amazing that many of
Like
our
just like Whitney Houston, there's so many of them. But
oh.
I just say that because I single out Amy Winehouse because her music was so different.
When I first heard her voice without even looking at the TV, I says, I wish not being picking, but you can hear the voice of a black woman singing in her voice. And I said,
Right,
oh, what's
right.
it, a black woman that? She says, no, it's what are they? It's like wow. And the more I got into it, the more I got to realize that that was her original voice. But it's a shame now some artists, and a lot of artists are dying the way that they die in terms of what they die of. And we all know what the situation was regarding her situation, and also Whitney Houston and the Gregory Isaacs and the Dennis Browns and all these. It's a shame that, that industry, they do so well, and then after a while, they fall out when they're on top of their game.
Because we don't appreciate victimization. It's alone at the top. Sometimes even for myself, like I'm going back to the case, being on this case, the comment section of every article, every interview, and the things people say, cyberbullying, tabloids behavior. They forget sometimes that you're a human being and words have power. So when people feed negativity into you, they don't know how you'll absorb it.
Right.
So I feel it, especially a Whitney Houston, beautiful, angelic voice. And whether it was age, whether it was time, expectations, and the public consumption is a short span. So they'll change you and replace you for somebody younger, somebody new. And
so
can I
say something? Just interrupt you there. It appears to me as if while you were training to be the way you are, you had steps to take to reach that top of that ladder. Now you've reached that ladder.
Yes.
Now, is there anything else you can climb to help you reach another stage above that without all these criticism from different people? Or you got to do it by yourself?
Is that me or generally?
You yourself.
No, right. So I preach every day and I tell people you have to have an internal locus of control. My mantra, and I gave it to my clients and all my clients, I said God on time.
Right.
You can't know yourself until you attach yourself to God, because you are God. The God within you will never be activated if you don't tap into the power.
Right.
I've been to the worst place in my life because I don't know if you researched it, but I'm proud to even say it. I was in prison and I can appreciate, and I understand what Vibes Cartel is going through, and all my clients. I
Well,
know how
it's
difficult
the
it
word.
is.
The
But
word that we use. The word here is your back was against the wall at one stage.
yes, right. So
Yes.
I call it between a rock and a hard place
Okay.
because my
Okay.
back was on the
Yeah.
floor, and to rise up against that and know that as long as you have height, as long as you have life, beyond the sky is the limit. There really isn't no limit. And so you have to be able to take criticisms, because those who don't know you would have no duty to be kind to you.
True. True. That is true.
Right.
That
So
is true.
yeah.
Well,
I just don't lose I don't lose humility. And I think that's the most important thing.
okay. Yeah, man. Okay.
Mm.
Be on top of your game. Be yourself and keep it real, as I would say. And you'll find the rest will follow you. It will make things easier for yourself. Put it that way. Well, before we cut short this interview right now, I know it's nearly coming to that time of 2:00, but on time, and we were on time today, and we're on time all the time here on the platform. Your song, which is featuring On Time, tell us a bit about that song, On Time.
On time. I don't think that you should. That one's probably not mine.
On Time.
No, man. That's one of the things. There is an ISAT from Africa. She's actually a girl. Yeah, but yeah, she's a girl from Africa,
Okay.
and people do it all the time, and they said, "Oh, you should correct your name," but ISAT means the great one. I don't know what it means to her, but again, it doesn't affect me because I am one of one, and the importance is to know thyself, be thyself, and
Right.
in time, I'll be on time.
Okay, probably
Yeah.
probably to put that in the entourage to sort of give her a little boost, even though she's invading your space, you know.
Right.
Because that was
right.
I found it and it was in there. Something I played it and I couldn't really tell because it sounded like a woman's voice. But I said to myself, "But let me hear you say something about it." And then you've told us basically it's a woman who sings that one on
Yeah,
time.
man, and I'll say this: people should support her. She makes a lot of music. It's good music. So, yeah.
What's her surname anyway? Because you only got the first name as yours. So what's her surname?
No, she's from Africa. I don't know much about her beyond that.
So if I
know that.
Okay, so if I type in ISAT in Africa, then that should fly up somewhere along the line. Then
She should come up. She should come up on platforms, but I don't think that's her real name. I think she just chose the name.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
right. So let's finish off with a song that covers all the other songs you've done. Your latest song is All in Life. So I want people to recognize that and know about that. Where can they find your platform, or where can they find your music?
You can check me out on ISAT Official. That's on YouTube. All social platforms. You just go to ISAT Buchanan. But I am on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. I'm on all streaming platforms. So follow me on TikTok, ISAT Buchanan, Instagram. It will be a very, very interesting experience. And on a Thursdays 5 to 7, you can catch me on Context Matters, where I talk about all type of issues. We learn something every single day.
Okay.
Put it into context. Yeah. So I'm there. You'll see my personality if you stop by between 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reggae Global Radio and on YouTube.
Okay, interesting. Something and okay. So those who don't get a chance to check it out at the right time can always go to YouTube, where you put it on YouTube afterwards, and people can get to catch up on that show. Contents,
That's right.
Contents matter. I like that. I like that. I looked at it good, 'cause I looked at that. I looked at the back of the board behind the back of you, because I've seen it, and I said, "Contents matter." It does matter, because with the right contents, things can happen. When you got the wrong contents, it ain't gonna happen.
It won't.
No,
right.
but you got to pick sense out of nonsense in this world.
Every time.
Every single time. Let me play this song here right now, Lovers Rock. This is your song.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love that song.
we're gonna make it the last one and wrap it up here right now. It's been a great honor to have you on the platform. I'm sure for that the people out there have been in tune and loving the vibes, and yeah, man, we could talk more, but yeah, it's been a blessing. And anything you want to say to your fans?
I just want to say, keep supporting, keep following. It's gonna be a journey, and I promise you, I won't disappoint you. I will deliver.
Right. At some point.
And continue to tune in with the Godfather. All right, because let me tell you something. You can't go wrong. You take it slow, and everything will be all right. I promise.
Respect, manners, and respect. You know, sometimes I'll say this to everybody. You know, every offspring of a generation. I love to have your dad up on this platform here talking to us right now as well. But I'm sure for a fact you'll tell your dad about me and
definitely. I'm gonna tell him of the great experience I had, and hopefully you can talk to him so you can tell him if he doesn't take me on tour, it's gonna be a problem.
Well, all right, we can talk about father and son, right, and get the two of you upon the same line at one time. But it's been a pleasure. I'm just gonna run. Don't run away yet. Just gonna run this in the background before we turn it up. But I want to say thank you once again. Keep up the good work. Keep that love and keep doing what you're doing. I know for a fact the world love it. And all the best for VYbz Kartel.
All right, thanks. Your blessings.
Yeah, man. Manners and respect to yourself. Your last words from you?
My last words is always tune into the Godfather on the Keep It Real show every Sunday. All right?
All right. Respect. Manners and respect. Thank you for your time. I'll give you a buzz later on before you... When you're going away?
Friday.
Okay, I'll talk to you before that time anyway still. Yep.
All right, definitely.
Manners and respect. Yes, I.
All right.
Respect.
Take care.
Past relationship and the damage you did, it's really got you down in me. It's hard to find the words sometimes to express to you how I feel. But I'm at that point in my life where I know what we got is real. Baby, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need the support.
Yeah, man. The sounds of the man himself, ISAT Buchanan there, talking to you, VYbz Kartel's lawyer on the Keep It Real Sunday show. Again, you can't get any better than that right now. It's all good here on the Keep It Real Sunday show. We have a couple more minutes. We're going to run a couple more songs from this brother here right now.
Greetings. This is ISAT Buchanan. Blessings to the Godfather on the Keep It Real Sunday show. One love from the Buchanan family.
Let me rock you, baby. If you want to be my lady, satisfy you daily, set you free. I know that you've been hurt before, now you want to blame it all on me. I heard about your past relationship and the damage you did. It's really got you down in me. It's hard to find the words sometimes to express to you how I feel. But I'm at that point in my life where I know what we got is real. Baby, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need the support. Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. Now tell me just how I should feel, knowing that you share my world. The little things you do for me makes me feel I don't deserve. I never set out to destroy the woman who carries my dreams. I see you on.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
To set you
There you have it, the sounds of ISAT Buchanan,
I'll be your lover's right.
the lawyer for VYbz Kartel. Talk to the Godfather.
Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. I would never.
And there's one thing I forgot to ask him as well. I don't know, it just slipped my mind.
You from down the lane.
His thoughts on the Bob Marley movie.
Would never
And yeah, man, I tell you,
with my life, I bear stress from my brain.
it's a week for the Rastaman them.
Like the trees that grow from the seas. And leave me like the
Well, I'm going to take myself out for a meal and the wife, and then later on we're going to go to the movies and pop some popcorns, you know.
Lover's right. Just call on me when you need the support.
we can do in the movies. Well, like I said before, if you haven't had time to actually go and watch the movie, Saga, them say. I want to say good afternoon, good night to all my fans who took time out to tune into the show. Enough respect, manners, and respect. You can't get no bigger than that right now. But we can get bigger still. We have some people in the background to come. I tell you.
Call on me when you need support. Tell me that you need me. Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't wanna be without you, baby. 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 Oh, I'll be your lover's right. Just call on me when you need me the most. Because I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Yes, indeed. I love you for more. Lovers Rock there from the man himself, ISAT Buchanan. Once again, thank you very much for your time. Well, okay, we're coming to the end of the show right now, and so I want to say shout out to many people in tune. We're going to play one more song. Let me find one more song. You want me to play one more song? Yeah. Should I play that song from that lady that we talked about? ISAT from Africa? We're going to play it. We're going to play because we've come to the end of the show with my man, ISAT Buchanan. But this is the daughter that we were talking about. Let's hear her song here right now. Until next week, God bless, take care, look after yourself. Manners and respect for your time.
Look what you did to me. Stole my heart like robbery. Got me feeling like I might just need your love. Like lottery. Keep me safe, no counterfeit. Watch me like Mona Lisa. All of these emotions be calling me. When you talk that talk to me. All up in my feelings, I'm calling it. You don't really know what you do to me. Do to me, baby, do to me. Yeah. But I'm ready now. I love you on time. I'm always there when you call me. No other girl come before me. I love you on time, on time, on time, on time, on time, on time. You got me good, yeah. You always on my mind like a hurt. Everywhere you do me like you should. Oh baby, don't stop. Sweet words like you on a candy shop. Hit me right back, oh boy, don't stop. Baby, all of these emotions be calling me. When you talk that talk to me. All up in my feelings, I'm calling it. You don't really know what you do to me. Do to me, baby, do to me. Yeah. But I'm ready now. I love you on time. I love you on time.
ILineRadio.org.uk.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
Big shout out to the Godfather with the big shows, with news, reviews, and interviews, and lots more. Godfather, you are the real big man, you know. Never said that.
Yo, this is Mark Professor of Arriva Studio on Keeping It Real. W Crazy with the Godfather. Wow!